History has witnessed the destruction of cities, the fall of empires, the collapse of kingdoms. But one loss may have been greater than all of them. Not because millions died, not because a civilization disappeared, but because knowledge itself vanished. Thousands upon thousands of books, scientific discoveries, philosophical ideas, maps, mathematics, medicine, astronomy, centuries of human understanding, gone. Some historians believe humanity lost hundreds of years of progress. Others say that's an exaggeration. But everyone agrees on one thing. The world was never the same again. This is the story of the greatest library ever built. More than 2,000 years ago, in the Egyptian city of Alexandria, a dream was born. Not a dream of conquering nations, not a dream of building the largest army, but something far more ambitious. To collect every piece of knowledge in the known world. Every book, every poem, every scientific discovery, every map, every idea. Ships arriving at Alexandria were searched, not for weapons, not for treasure, for books. If a sailor carried a manuscript, officials copied it. The copy was returned. The original stayed behind. Knowledge had become more valuable than gold. Scholars traveled from Greece, Egypt, Persia, India, and beyond. Inside these walls, mathematicians solved impossible problems. Astronomers mapped the heavens. Doctors studied the human body. Philosophers debated the meaning of existence. Some estimates suggest the library held hundreds of thousands of scrolls. No one knows the exact number, but it may have been the largest collection of knowledge the ancient world had ever seen. This wasn't simply a building. It was the world's first international research center. Long before universities, long before the internet, long before search engines, there was Alexandria. One scholar calculated the size of the Earth with astonishing accuracy. Another studied the movement of stars. Engineers imagined machines centuries ahead of their time. Doctors recorded treatments that influenced medicine for generations. Every day, new discoveries filled fresh scrolls. Every year, more knowledge arrived from across the known world. The library became humanity's greatest memory. Then, disaster, or perhaps disasters. Who destroyed the library? The answer is surprisingly complicated. Some blame Julius Caesar during his campaign in Egypt. Others argue the library survived that fire. Some point to later religious conflicts. Others believe it slowly declined over centuries instead of disappearing in one catastrophic event. The truth remains one of history's greatest mysteries. No eyewitness left behind the full story. No complete record survived. Only fragments, questions, and debates that continue today. This question has haunted historians for centuries. What disappeared with those scrolls? Lost histories? Unknown inventions? Medical discoveries? Mathematical breakthroughs? Works from civilizations whose voices have now vanished forever? We'll never know. Every burned scroll carried ideas that no one may ever recover. Some knowledge was copied elsewhere. Much of it almost certainly wasn't. When the shelves fell silent, humanity became poorer. Not in gold, but in understanding. Empires rise. Empires fall. Buildings are built. And buildings burn. But knowledge is different. Once it's lost, it may never return. The Library of Alexandria reminds us that civilization isn't measured only by armies or wealth. It's measured by what we choose to preserve. More than 2,000 years later, its empty shelves still ask one haunting question. How different would our world be if humanity's greatest treasure had survived? If you enjoyed this journey into history, subscribe to Threshold History. Because the past isn't gone. It's waiting to be rediscovered.